Before the first cut is made, the forest decides the rules. Steep slopes, unstable ground, massive timber, and zero room for mistakes. This isn't just logging, it's a test of engineering, experience, and restraint. Welcome to the raw reality of modern forestry technology. You have to respect a driver who works at angles like this. The HSM 208F steep slope forwarder provides the stability needed to keep everything upright, but it still demands nerves of steel. Watching it move across uneven ground while fully loaded shows exactly why specialized machines are essential in mountain forestry. This doesn't even look like a road anymore. It looks more like warm chocolate syrup. Mud like this will punish hesitation instantly. The felling technique itself is solid wedges are used correctly to control the lean, but the lack of a clearly defined escape route in nearby bystanders is worrying. One bad variable here and the margin disappears. Selective thinning becomes far more efficient with this setup. Operators can reach dense stands and remove specific pines without damaging neighboring trees. That level of directional fall control highlights the real flexibility of modern hydraulic cutting systems. It's impressive how these machines seem to know exactly where to step without being told. I can almost smell fresh pine and wet sawdust just from watching this. The lift and rotate function is a complete game changer when dealing with twisted or awkward logs. Instead of fighting the wood, the operator simply glides it into position. Clearman absolutely nailed the hydraulic tuning on this setup. Mud, slope, and camber don't seem to bother this rig at all. The way the Volvo FMX 500 maintains traction while fully loaded proves just how much raw torque is available. What's even more impressive is how it holds grip without tearing the soft ground apart. Decades of grit, a roaring chainsaw, snow crunching underfoot. These old-school loggers aren't just cutting timber, they're carving legacy into frozen wood. This one is hard to watch. Smoke, noise, slipping tracks. It's a brutal contest between machine and terrain. You can tell immediately this isn't a showroom tractor, it's a working animal, earning its keep the hard way. Hand felling with chainsaws and wedges is becoming a dying art. Most places rely on full mechanization now, but these Washington hills are too steep and the trees too large. Here, it's still human versus timber the old way. The HSL 60 mulching head is a serious tool for forestry work. Its Promac chip-producing rotor delivers even mulch while maintaining optimal drum speed. Compact, lightweight, and perfect for 70-95 horsepower machines, and at roughly $12,000 to $15,000, it's solid value for the capability it delivers. He's inches from disaster. Storm-damaged trees are widowmakers, unpredictable and unforgiving. There's something powerful about watching humans and horses work together in the forest. Every pull, every command shows trust and coordination. The horses move with pride, and their handlers match them with calm, deliberate skill. The Volvo EC210 paired with the 1000 series attachment doesn't just remove stumps, it dominates them. Hydraulic force and razor-sharp precision tear through roots effortlessly. This is stump removal at an entirely different level. The chainsaw's roar echoes through the forest. Precision and raw power at play. And there's a reason loggers drop their saws close to the stump. One wrong move here and things explode fast. 6 hours driving through the Kirov region feels endless when all you see are ruts and shifting logs. At some point, it stops being a commute and becomes an expedition. Reaching the destination without calling a tractor feels like a major victory. Choosing the right truck for terrain is critical. This video proves that agility often beats brute force. Forcing large multi-axle haulers into tight forests usually leads to logistical nightmares. Root balls hide serious danger. One wrong move and everything changes instantly. That's why experienced loggers rely on sharp awareness and disciplined positioning. Up here, vigilance isn't optional, it's survival. Classic European engineering at work. A 480 series engine delivers steady torque, hauling massive logs out of the forest without breaking a sweat. The Ponce Ergo is a true powerhouse. Its active frame, C5 crane, and H8 head work in perfect synchronization, clean cuts, no hesitation, pure output. Yes, it's a serious investment around $275,000 to $385,000, but every dollar goes straight back into productivity.
That was intense. The excavator roars to victory,
The excavator roars as it wins the fight, ripping stumps from the ground with raw force. You really need to see this to understand how fast that chainsaw is. Kickback at over 2 inches from the nose is terrifying. It can launch the bar straight back at your face instantly. That engine sounds unbelievably smooth for the power it's producing. According to the builder, it's pushing around 70 Newton meters of torque, and you can tell it grabs wood and opens it effortlessly. The FAE Patrizio 200 with carbide hammers turns dense brush into fine mulch without hesitation. Paired with the Antonio Carraro TTR 7600, it chews through 15 centimeters vegetation easily. Adjustable skids, counterblades, and a hydraulic hood give the operator absolute control over brutal power. Get ready for a heart-stopping moment. A cutting job goes horribly wrong as the saw gets too close to power lines. Sparks fly, the tree ignites, and suddenly routine forestry turns into high-risk chaos. Planning ahead matters. Always predict the risks. Always clear your escape route. These are the golden rules before dropping any tree. Engine braking roars as the driver swings the wide nose. Dust lifts as weight shifts forward. He powers through the apex smoothly. It's mechanical poetry in motion. The crane grabs a massive bundle, drops it in, and the feed rollers take over instantly. No hesitation. At 350 cubic meters per hour, that conveyor is moving a river of wood chips. This video is a perfect case study in tension and compression. Even when the technique isn't textbook perfect, it shows how complex wind-thrown trees really are. Identifying the pressure side correctly is the difference between a clean cut and a trap saw. Handling a rotten tree like this takes serious nerve. One slip in the trunk can explode in any direction. But with sharp planning, steady technique, and a disciplined saw, danger becomes control. Every cut teaches something, and here, those lessons are priceless. The Pirna line isn't just a classic sawmill, it's a living machine. Heavy chain-driven feeds and a solid cast iron frame bite into wood with relentless rhythm, proof that good engineering never goes out of style.